Hyperindependence is an extreme trauma-based form of self-reliance where an individual strictly avoids depending on others.
Strictly avoid.
You don't have to depend on someone, but you can still.
Well, no. You have to listen to. She said strictly avoids.
Mm-hmm.
And
So they won't allow
and the
it.
second sentence says that it's
context.
rooted in the belief that asking for help is a weakness or unsafe. It
Yeah.
acts as a survival mechanism.
Yeah, but the key word is depending on someone. You don't necessarily depend on someone for them to provide.
But if it's a trauma response, that means the simplest instance of that person not extremely providing, they look at it because it's hypersensitive. So they look at it as way more than it is. So that person can actually offer to buy you a stick of gum for $0.25, and you're like, no.
That's the thing, though. So with a provider, but someone who's hyper independent,
You think I don't got 25 cents?
Exactly.
In my opinion, if you are hyper independent and you know that your woman is hyper independent, you don't necessarily offer, you just do.
No, I think it goes back to what you just said. No, you just leave that relationship because it won't
That
work.
wasn't the question. Can a hyper independent woman date a provider? I think they can. Should they? Probably not. But it is possible because depending on someone is the.
But why would they probably not? I think that a hyper independent woman needs a provider.
Yeah, 100%.
Because being hyper independent isn't seen as a good thing.
Honestly.
See, but that's the thing. When you talk about hyper independent versus a man that's a provider, you're talking about two characteristics that are the extreme left and extreme right of the spectrum. So you have a woman that doesn't want a man to do anything for her, and then you have a man who basically needs to do for the woman in order to feel like a man.
And he can
so that
do.
It'll never work.
I don't think it'll never. I think
it'll never work because
it'll be hard.
No, it'll never work because what you have to understand is what she denies him. He sees providing as his purpose. She sees not accepting provision as her purpose. It will never work because if he operates the way she wants him to, it's going to chip away at him. And if she operates the way he wants her to, it's going to chip away at her. It
doesn't mean it's not
I understand
possible.
What you're saying. I just feel like since it's like a trauma response, I feel like having a provider in her life,
it may change.
Yeah, it may
how
heal something in her.
That's a good point.
Maybe finally having someone around to have what she never had before.
I think it goes back to what we said before as far as communication, right? Where someone has to have the desire to understand. When you're talking about people with trauma responses, when you're talking about people with trauma who are operating in their trauma, someone doing something other than doesn't change them. They have to want to change.
Yeah.
So he can come in and he can want to provide, and she can take it as threatening.
That person may meet a need, that they like literally desire. And so without them having to like focus on whatever that was, I think it may like create, it may plug that hole that the person is missing.
That's always a possibility. I'm not saying that there aren't possibilities where that man may help her heal. I'm just saying that in most cases, in those situations, that becomes a toxic situation. It becomes a situation where either she turns him into something toxic or he turns her into something even more toxic. In all honesty, because they're on the two opposite sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, but I feel like that's very true. But is it impossible for them to date?
No, nothing's impossible in life. Yeah, the probability is
no,
low.
I think it's probable. I think that you just both have to have.
Probable, but the probability is low. That's
it's low.
saying.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
I don't need you to buy me no gun, bitch. You dirty tennis ball head, bitch.
What I just found out about in August, after 34 and a half years of studying y'all, I found out that men have the ever-presence of death. So this is why you need purpose. Because dying is so much easier for you than living. Being human sucks. There are so many more sources of pain than pleasure. No wonder we chase pleasure. And especially if you could have died today and you might die tomorrow. I didn't discover the ever-presence of death. It was dropped into my head like the Queen's Code. It was a movie I typed. And I have spent the last 6 months just in awe of how many things about men it makes sense of.
Mm-hmm.
And to your question, purpose is one of them. If you don't have a purpose, you don't have anything to live for. And so why not just bail? This is excruciating, this life on this planet. And what women don't know, for example, is when we have problems, we hide them from you because then you'll think we're perfect. Not knowing, as so many men have said to me, when a woman I care about has a problem, I have a purpose. Let me at it.
Yes. Yes. All I want to do is solve that problem. Let me at it. They're like literally.
Yeah. Well, it was men who taught me a complaint is a problem you won't let me solve.
Yeah.
Some women don't want you. So I've learned that, and we hear this. Some women don't want you to solve the problem.
I thought a complaint was what you want somebody to solve.
Right.
No, some women don't want it solved. They just want to vent.
It's not even venting. It's
complaining,
ruminating in it.
Yeah, they want to
now solve these problems, nigga.
Sometimes you need that though. Sometimes I just need to talk about it.
Nope.
I just need a vent.
It goes deeper
I
than
don't do
talking.
that at
I might
all.
provide you a solution.
If I share my shit, I want somebody who
To
I'm
fix
sharing
it.
it with to fix it. Like I don't, and it may just be me because I don't want to put this on nobody else. If I literally speak out of my mouth what's going on with me, I don't, like what is me complaining to somebody gonna do? Not a goddamn thing.
Exactly.
So if I'm gonna put it out there with whom I'm sharing it, like you got a solution? What you finna do?
Yeah, 'cause
like
if-
I just don't understand like sharing it without like a purpose.
Yeah, I don't
think
like wasting
sometimes
words.
that you sometimes you'll hear something, a problem. I'll provide you a solution, and because you didn't come up with the solution, or the solution doesn't look how you would do it, you're not going to take it.
Yeah.
It happens.
Not me.
As far as what she said about men always being close to death, I can agree with it, and I think it's because
I've been waiting for him to get here.
men are not allowed to simply exist. Men are not allowed to simply exist, right? At the end of the day, men have to always be moving forward. If a man is standing still, the world looks at him as if he's failing.
Oh, it's a bunch of failures out here then.
And no, I'm
A lot of
serious.
niggas are standing still.
I'm just
about to say, a lot
Not
of
speaking.
you.
I'm just speaking to how the world sees men, and I don't think people who aren't experiencing this understand the level of pressure that is constantly on a man's back. Once again, the feelings of inadequacy, right? That men have to deal with, the depression that men have to deal with when they look. I can't even spend 3 days at home. I can't without feeling guilty. Like, yo, if nothing's going on, I'm feeling like, oh my God, where is my life going? You understand what I'm saying? And I really had to kind of rewire my brain to come to understand that, yo, bruh, rest is okay. You understand? Even if you're baking a cake or you're cooking, there's a point where you put it on the stove and all you can do is wait. You understand what I mean? So it's okay. It's okay to stand still. It's okay to stand still. And I think it goes back to being comfortable in your own skin and knowing yourself, right? And knowing that you're motivated and knowing that you're ambitious and not letting movement dictate what defines you.
Question. How does that differ from what women deal with?
I was about to say because
I guess, and I'm only asking because I'm trying to, because you were very like specific about making this like a thing that is very specific to men. Totally understand. I have pressure, taxes, whatever. I don't care. But anyway, what I'm saying is that like,
I'll tell you how.
How does that differ from women who bear the same burden? Meaning,
Women don't bear the same burden.
yes, we do.
No, and I'm not talking about. Listen.
Wait.
And we could get into it, but yes, we do. Yes, we do. We could get into it.
Wait, let her finish, and then we'll respond.
and when I say like women bearing the same burden, it's like a woman who is going to work every day. She's supporting her home. She's taking care of her children, likely very little or only state mandated amounts from the person that made the children with her. Like what is the difference between those two entities?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Start from childhood.
Okay. Your pressure comes from you internally. You create it. It doesn't come from society, right? What is the term that society created for a woman that doesn't take care of her children?
I'm gonna tell you. She's sorry.
That is not a term. What is the term that is created by society?
Mo, if you allow me to finish.
Okay.
This is the thing. The reason why there's a term called deadbeat father is because those men created those children with no intent or mission to take care of those children.
You're not answering the question. What is the term for women that don't take? Can you answer the question? I'm asking you to give me the term that is specifically created. Hold on.
She get to her time or not yours?
Give me the term for women.
I piece of chicken.
Give him just the term. No other words. See, you're doing it.
Now she's working on his time.
If there's a term, that means there's equivalency. There is no equivalency.
There's no equivalency for a deadbeat mother to a deadbeat father.
No. First and foremost, the woman has to have a fucking kid.
What is the term?
There's literally no way that you can put a deadbeat.
You're not answering. I'm asking you to give. You said what? I'm asking you. What is the term that has been created for a woman that does not take care of her children?
It doesn't exist because it cannot exist. It cannot exist because you can't call a mama a deadbeat after she didn't put this bitch in her stomach for 10 months. No. Just let me finish. 10 months. She created it. She baked this bitch for 10 months. I don't care if she never does anything for that kid. She literally made it.
I'm going to give you...
She baked that bitch. She gave it eyes. She gave it fucking hair. She gave it everything. I don't care if she does nothing else. No, just listen. She gave it every single thing that it would need to be.
She actually didn't because the man's... You're the carrier. It all came from the man's sperm. So she didn't.
But you won't listen.
My God.
You know what? Go ahead. Because the thing is that what y'all gonna do is y'all gonna let him interrupt me and then get mad at me for having something to say. Go ahead. Do it. Don't cut this shit. Do it.
If you are the person who carries this child, let me finish. If you are the person that carries this child for 9 months.
10.
Okay, if you are the person who carries this,
okay. You don't even know it's fucking 10.
Okay, are you done?
No. Don't think about it. The fact that you don't even know that it's 10 months.
Okay.
It's problematic.
Okay, once again.
It's problematic.
If you are the person that carries this child for 10 months, I would think that you are more attached, that you are held more liable. So you would be even more accountable for not being willing to do anything for this kid, rather than the man, like y'all said, that just drops the nut off and keeps it moving, right? And once again, I'm not taking accountability off of men. No, deadbeats should be deadbeats. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to that, women aren't held as accountable. So no, it's not the same, because society, when a woman doesn't take care of her child, doesn't call her a piece of shit, doesn't tell her she's worthless, doesn't tell her any of this stuff.
She's trifling as fuck.
I don't know not one woman
oranges versus
who
dicks.
lives.
No, I'm not saying oranges versus dicks, because you're talking. Hold on. You're talking to a man who raised his daughter since she was 13 on his own. You're talking. Hold on. Let me finish. You're talking to a man. Hold on. Let me finish. You're talking to a man. You're talking to a man who paid child support. When my daughter came and moved in with me at 17 and was still going to school, her mother ain't give me a goddamn dollar, and I didn't give a hot goddamn. And guess what? Nobody looked at her like, yo, that's messed up. No, guess what? It just is.
She took care of her for 17 years.
It's not the exception. We see it happen all the time. It's way more common than you think.
But did she not take care of her for 17 years?
I'm not making a generalization.
You are. You are.
Listen, I'm not making a generalization. All that I'm saying, she asked, what is the difference? I said the difference is her pressure comes from internal, ours comes from external. That is the difference. Our pressure comes from external. Men don't wake up and say, hey, we're a piece of shit if we don't do this. Society tells us that. Okay? Look, it's great. Yes, women have innate responsibility towards their children, so it makes them
This
feel
why they
bad.
don't want no fucking kids with y'all niggas.
Man, woman, and child live together in a home. They fall behind on the bills. Eviction notice on the door. They get kicked out. They're sleeping in the street. Who do they go to? How could you let that happen? The woman or the man?
Both of them. The parents. Why would you let your child sleep on the street?
Rome, please.
Yes,
bruh.
can I help you?
Who do they say? Alan.
As someone who is
who
extremely ambitious, as a woman,
Look at him.
as a woman, someone who's extremely ambitious, has a lot of things going on, there is a lot of outside pressure to keep going. Like, you can't just sit down and relax as a woman because you're a girl. I don't know what you think women go through. I know we have our internal pressures, but there are external pressures. If you're not doing something, society is going to be like, oh, you're a bum. You're broke. You're not doing this. You're not doing
get
that.
called bums?
Yes. Yes. Wow. I think it's because we're like different ages. I think because like we grew up.
This isn't a war, right? I can sit here and I can acknowledge a woman's struggle. I know life isn't easy
But
for
you're not
women.
acknowledging it.
No, I am acknowledging it. I'm just
Not
telling you
really.
that men have a different struggle.
No.
That's all I'm telling you.
It sounds like you're
And
saying
I'm
you have
and-
it worse.
And when I say that our struggle is different,
No,
and when I say
we're not
our
saying
struggle
that.
comes
It
more
can be
from
different, it's
external
not harder.
pressures than yours, I'm not saying it to
That's
say
not-
that
that's
yours
not- that's
pales
not
in
the conversation that you was
comparison.
having. Don't compare it.
Who compared? You're
You
the one-
compared it. You.
Oh my
You
God.
said. What about women?
No. He said, what do you call a woman deadbeat? He
Because
said,
that was an answer to you comparing.
are you serious?
Yeah, needs to be a
He
Was
said,
it not
what do you call
wrong?
a woman deadbeat? I
You
literally
said
never
men
compared
have the
anything.
outside struggle. So that was the immediate comparison.
I said women's pressure
And Alan wasn't supposed
comes
to be saying that
internal
anyway.
from responsibility.
Fuck. And-
I said the majority of men's pressure comes from external.
So that's a comparison. That's a comparison statement. So then
No,
we're
it's not.
Yes,
It's
it
saying
is.
that our
You
struggle
just
differs.
said,
Our
and that's
struggle
comparing.
differs.
That is comparing.
That was me
That is
saying that our
comparing. Is
struggles
it
are
not?
different comparison.
Hi, hello.
I didn't. If I would have said our struggle is harder than yours, then that would have been comparison.
You're saying
If
that
I
it's
said,
different,
this
which is a
where your struggle
comparison.
comes from, and this
Regardless
is
of how you say it,
Actually,
it was a
Mo's right.
comparison.
how's that a
Actually,
comparison?
I'm
I'm
You
just saying
said our
those
struggle is
numbers.
internal. You said your struggle is external. That's a comparison.
No, it's not.
No,
it's saying it differs.
It's not really comparison. It's more so like
It
saying that
differs.
we're comparing like
Yeah, our pressures come from different
comparing.
we have oranges and dicks.
I'm just
That's
trying to
all.
bring this down. Can we just bring the mood down?
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Amanda.
hello.
I love your
Hello.
shirt.
Let's just recenter the
Hello.
energy here on this couch.
Hey, Mo.
Hello.
Please come back.
Oh my God.
Please come back. They've been jumping me.
Who's
been
jumping you?
I feel like we can leave this last
I'm
segment off
fine. but
agreeing to disagree. Did we come to an agreement, or are we still disagreeing?
Listen,
we
I
are-
disagree
I'm
with
in
Alan.
agreement. I'm in agreement. I think
Agreed.
women, yes, have a very tough struggle.
The
I just
toughest.
think that men's struggle is different, and I think it comes from a
Absolutely.
different source. I think a lot of women's struggle, and I think it's commendable to them because it's out of the responsibility and the accountability that they feel to their children. So I think the majority of their struggle comes from internal, but I do believe that
Ain't kids
the
external?
majority of men's struggle
Them niggas is
is
out here.
external. That's the difference, and I think that's commendable. I think that's commendable because to a degree, what I'm saying is that maybe men, although yes, there is an internal responsibility, but a lot of men are operating the way they are kind of because they're forced, because society holds them liable, holds them accountable the second they slip, you know?
Why don't they hold them accountable for like taking care of their kids? I'm just curious.
Right.
She
Society
said
does.
the second they slip.
The second they
No,
slip.
no. As an, I'm asking like as an overall.
Society does hold them accountable for not taking
There are plenty of niggas out here who don't take care of their kids and
they?
live a normal life.
Yeah, because there are plenty of niggas that don't care what society has
Wait,
to
do
say.
they?
Society allows it to happen.
No. Like this is a genuine question. I mean, no, I said I didn't realize that society holds men accountable for when they don't take care of their children.
No, society definitely does.
In what ways?
Let's look. I can just give you one thing, which is basically if a man doesn't take care of his kids, he doesn't pay child support, he goes to jail. If a woman can't take care of her kids, they give her shelter, they give her aid. I mean,
Yeah, men can do the same thing if they're a single father
No,
with
but
no shelter. What?
So,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, why there's so many instances of like fathers not taking care of their kids with like no
same-
repercussions. Like
the same
really,
reason. The same reason
allow
why
me?
there are laws.
Allow me.
But a lot of men
Allow
are in
me.
jail.
Allow me. Allow me.
I'm sorry.
I'm just
Erin.
saying, like, we're saying, like, if there's an onus, right? I really thought that the onus was generally on the mother to, you know, to take care of her children, right? Which is why I believe that there's probably more benefits and services and, you know, so on and so forth, like, to make sure that happens. Because men generally aren't like the caretakers. And as a general matter, like, we have more men who don't stick around versus
Do
those.
we have more men that don't stick around?
We
Can we pull up the statistics?
we have a sociologist right here.
No, can we pull up the statistics?
No.
I know that 70-something%, I know the statistic is, I believe, 70% or more of black men are highly involved in
What
their
about
children's
men in
lives.
general? Men in general. Men in
No,
general.
I'm talking about men.
Okay,
Period.
well,
In the United
well,
no,
if
listen.
70%, if it's
I never made this a
Okay.
micro issue. I
Well,
literally am
black
talking about.
men-
See,
We're talking about black men. We're talking about men in
you're bringing up
general.
something that I've never addressed. I'm talking about men in general in these United States of America.